Okay, Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is a game that was confirmed for an upcoming release in fall on October 2nd. It's a game that will be appearing for the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. And this game is over 20 years in the making because it's supposed to be the sequel to the Crash Bandicoot game that came out back in 1998. I believe it was Crash Bandicoot Warped. And based on what we know about this game, it will be utilizing the Unreal Engine along with having 100 different levels, or at least 100 different levels, where you can play as Crash Bandicoot or Coco Bandicoot. And basically, the plot for the game is very basic yet intriguing, and it features three of the main antagonists from the first three Crash Bandicoot games. And basically, the plot itself sees the three main antagonists escaping from a space-time prison, causing issues within the fabric of time, leading to Crash and Coco having to work with the quantum mass in order to make reparations with the fabric of time. And based on what we know about this game, we do know that it will be appearing on the PS4, Xbox One. No word on whether or not it'll be on Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X. But seeing it appear on these two game systems, it's going to be pretty cool. Like the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X supposed to be coming out, I believe, in November, if I'm not mistaken. It's supposed to be coming out in November of 2020. And seeing that PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are about to become, last generation consoles, we're not quite sure whether or not having this game on these two game systems will affect the amount of sales that it has. But seeing how many people have PlayStation 4s around the world and seeing how popular the console still is, I'm pretty sure, a lot of people will still buy Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, especially those who are longtime fans of the series and who have been fans of the series since 1996. And as far as Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is concerned, it looks very interesting, and it's definitely something that a lot of people didn't see coming, because I remember when it was trending on Twitter, I couldn't believe what I was seeing. It felt like a dream of some sort, only because it's been a very, very long time since I played a Crash Bandicoot game. And I would not mind putting this on my Christmas list this year, because that feeling of nostalgia of playing a Crash Bandicoot game is something that I feel like I personally need right now. Also, the last major game that we got to see within the past decade or so was the Insane trilogy that came out back in 2017, and that was highly successful. It's basically a bundle of all three games within one, and pretty much I would say that Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time is definitely the perfect way to follow the Insane trilogy we got back in 2017. And it'll be interesting to see whether or not Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time will be just as successful or even more successful than the Insane trilogy from a couple of years ago.